More detail on this with France 24's Reza Sayeh, who's standing by for us in Tehran. Reza, what do we know about the reaction from Tehran to these comments, I should say, from the UN's nuclear watchdog?
Well, the cameras here in Iran were dismantled, removed after the IAEA censured Iran, and there's sets of reactions here in Iran. One, the public reaction, the people's reaction, and then you have the government reaction. Describing the public reaction is easy. There's very little, no reaction from the public. Why? First, because the Iranian people these days have too many more pressing concerns like inflation, unemployment, the high cost of living at an all-time high. So they're not really worried about a tit for tat between their government and the IAEA. And the second reason is the Iranian people, remember, they've endured decades of conflict, of accusations and finger pointing between the IAEA and Western governments and their government. So this is nothing new. There was a reaction from the Iranian government, obviously. When the IAEA censured Iran, Iran condemned it, saying it was unconstructive, politically motivated, and incorrect. They also obviously decided to remove 27 cameras that were designed to monitor their activity in some nuclear facilities. The Iranian government also announcing that they have installed more advanced centrifuges. Clearly, a tit-for-tat response from the Iranian government to the IAEA censuring Iran for what was an old issue, that issue being nuclear material, traces of uranium that were allegedly found, according to the IAEA, in 3 undeclared sites. This has been an ongoing issue. Now it has resurfaced, clearly escalating tensions between the Iranian government and the IAEA and Western governments.
I mean, Reza, what can you tell us concretely about the practical impact, if you will, of the IAEA's sanctioning of Iran?
The censure has, other than delivering a blow to the efforts to restore the nuclear deal, it has little practical impact when you censure Iran. Obviously, there's been efforts in Vienna for the past couple of years to restore the nuclear deal. Those talks had halted in March. Censuring Iran, which is a resolution that was drafted by European governments at Washington, certainly is an indication that those efforts, that nuclear deal, which is already in tatters, is in deep trouble. We'd already know that efforts to restore this deal was in deep trouble, but now you have Western governments seemingly in lockstep in Washington to apparently change the strategy and apply pressure to Iran, and obviously Iran responding by removing these cameras. Indications are that things are escalating. Some analysts say perhaps this could be the impetus in getting people back to the table in Vienna. But at this point, that's not happening. Clearly a blow to efforts to restore the nuclear deal.
All right, Reza Sayeh bringing us Iran's perspective on this story. Thank you.